Check, check, check. I'm good.
All right. We got volume. We're ready.
We got audio. Coach, just how did you feel about today? Kind of wrapping things up for at least us. This is going to be one of the last times we see you guys practicing. So how do you feel just kind of wrapping everything up?
I felt like the guys finished on a high note. We played a lot of our younger players today to get them a bunch of experience running our calls and our system because a lot of those guys now will be moving into scout team roles, right? But we want to make sure that we're really developing from the bottom up because, again, we're only as good as our basement. So.
Where do you see the team has grown the most from day one of fall camp, or heck, even the summer?
Physicality, right? Our guys are physical. We are out here playing like a game almost every single practice, especially when our ones are going against our ones and our twos are going against our twos. And so I think that they've done a phenomenal job this fall camp, just really setting the standard for physicality, at our practices and then doing it the right way, keeping guys off the ground.
I know there's no cap on it, but in the time that you've had them on the field, have they improved to the level that you hope they will?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. We talk about just improving every day, maximizing your 24 hours, and I really do think our guys have done a good job of that. I thought the fall camp schedule was very favorable for the players, giving them enough time to recover, and so I think they've seen what I'm trying to do for them, taking care of their bodies, and paid it forward with their effort out there on the field for sure.
Coach, Joshua Wood only played 2 series. Was this scrimmage mainly to see the rest of the depth chart and see how that builds out?
Yeah. We wanted to get Sawyer Teeney a bunch of reps. Sawyer has really kind of solidified himself as our number 2 quarterback. Obviously, he's a true freshman. He doesn't have a ton of experience, so we're trying to add to that experience tonight.
Can you tell me how the skill position groups have worked in as each other and have grown, I guess?
Yeah, I think the receiver group, right, is a young group. We've got a bunch of guys. I think the depth is really good, and I think sometimes for quarterbacks that's great because, right, they can really focus on getting into the open guy as opposed to, hey, we got to force feed our number 1 receiver. I don't know that has shown up yet. I think we've got 3 or 4 guys that could potentially be that. But as far as the development of the receivers, that was probably what I was most excited about with the skill players.
Just being 10 days away from game day now and kind of getting to open at Washington State, how excited are you guys, the players and coaches, just getting that first opportunity to show what you guys are all about?
Yeah,
pretty close to home.
Yeah, I think anytime you can play a road game that's like 8 miles down the road, you're excited. I know our kids love playing FBS opponents because we have players on our team that could play for FCS programs, or FBS programs, I should say. And so I think the opportunity to compete with an FBS program right down the road is right up our alley.
What was Pope?
He's a little tight. Pope, he's got like 200 snaps. I'm not real worried about him.
Okay.
Yeah, at practice. He'll be fine. There's no doubt he'll be ready to go. If we had to play a game today, he would have been ready.
And is Pope, are you looking at position change for him? I saw you got some reps at running back.
No, Rocco's just a good player. We were a little bit dinged at running back. We're not going to tackle Eli Cummings and Art Williams right now. Those guys will have plenty of carries as the season progresses. But Rocco's a very versatile guy, so we try to get him a little bit of everywhere. Yep.
Are there any key injuries right now that we should know of?
Not really. I think we're pretty healthy. That's been something that I think I'm very proud of. Jamel Cooper, our strength coach, has done a phenomenal job. We have very few soft tissue type injuries. And, there's some guys that we're hoping to get back, but I don't think there's anybody right now that's significant that'll be missing time.
How much did it help your progress through camp this year to have Wood come in and settle in so quickly?
Oh, it's huge, right? Anytime your starting quarterback can operate like a starting quarterback, that's going to give you a shot on offense. I think if you never went to practice, you would think he's been here the whole time, right? He's really done a great job absorbing what we're teaching and getting the ball to the right guys and, making some plays with his legs when he needs to.
How settled is the depth chart at cornerback?
Corner? Corner's a position where I think we've got multiple guys. So I think that position is still, or both positions really are still kind of evolving. I think you're going to see some guys rotating at corner. But one guy that's really stepped up, especially this last week, is Deuce Blenman. Right? He's a senior. It's kind of his time. And so I think he'll be a guy that, if he continues, should be a starter for us. Caleb Ricks is a true freshman, but the guy's talented. Obviously Aaron Kinsey, Hyson Dalton, Zachary Spears, all guys still in the mix for sure.
What, if anything, changes now as you take more of a focus on WSU and start scouting?
Now we're being scout teams. We'll physical practices will be there, but it'll be less reps, right? We'll still do some good stuff throughout the season, but it'll just be a lot fewer opportunities for that. Now we can really dive into our scouting reports. We're going to be actually practicing against the offense and defense that we're going to see, and it'll be just a lot more focused getting into game week.
This one looked pretty smooth. I didn't see people lining up wrong, having to jump around to get where they're supposed to be?
Yeah, I mean, we talk about it all the time. We don't do anything by chance. We run through everything. We went through a full game day experience today with our guys, and I think you're seeing that, right? We're very focused on the details, and it's definitely rubbing off on the players.
2 more questions for Coach.
Can you tell me about the mentality of the defense and that's progressed over camp?
Yeah, I think stopping the run has been our main focus, and I think we've done a really nice job of that. Our running game's really good on offense, so you're not probably going to stop us, but we've slowed it down quite a bit. I thought today was a really good job in the run game when we got to live sessions, and that's going to be a huge emphasis. And then just taking the ball out of the air, right? You saw a couple interceptions today. I think our DBs are doing a really good job getting the ball back. Good?
Thanks,
Awesome.
Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.